What's up, YouTube? I'm Superman the Shoe Man. I'm back with another video today. Atticus said cha-ching when he hit record. You got to start doing that from now on. You don't need to say 3, 2, 1. You just say cha-ching. But thanks for being here. I'm back with another video. This is a 100,000 steps and this happened video, and I'm actually kind of embarrassed to make this. But before we go any further and I tell you about my embarrassment, we've got to have a word from our sponsor. Atticus, who's our sponsor?
Jesus.
Matthew chapter 27, verse 46. Jesus was hanging from the cross. He'd been hanging there for hours, and he looked up to God and he said, my God, why have you forsaken me? Hebrews 13:5 says that Jesus will never leave us or forsake us. And the reason why he's not going to forsake us is because God was forsaking Jesus. Jesus took all of the forsaking for us as he carried all of our sins, the weight of all of our sins, the punishment for all our sins while he was on the cross. And part of that punishment is being forsaken by God. So thank you for taking that so that I don't have to. None of us have to. So, all right. 100,000 steps and this happened. All right. I was watching and I'll link the video to the original unboxing of this shoe. I'll link it up here and you can go back and watch that. But part of the reason why I got this shoe was Atticus needed a new school shoe this year. He's wearing all green today. He does like green a little bit. And he's been complaining a lot. And hopefully in this video, he couldn't figure out what he was complaining about a lot when I made that video. But Atticus, do you know what you complain about a lot?
Yeah.
What?
My heel.
Your heel. His heel hurts. The doctor looked at it. He's got some flat arches or something going on, and he's just going to have some pain. So I figured I wanted to get him an SB because SBs have a better insole. They have a Zoom Air unit right on the heel, and we looked at all that in the video in this particular shoe. But also I saw a video from Rose Anvil. He tests shoes, does a lot of durability testing and stuff like that, and cuts them straight down the center to look at what everything's made out of, looks at the thickness of the leather and a whole bunch of other stuff. And he also, I think he's originally a leather guy, and he looked at SBs and he said that SBs are a whole lot more durable, and they need to be. Guys that skate in their shoes are generally going to be pretty tough on them. And Atticus is very tough on his shoes, and normally within a year his shoes are just completely destroyed, and I don't doubt that these probably will be too. But I wanted to make the 100,000 steps and this happened video. I made that for the patent bread. Let's just get the patent bread now. I made that for the patent bread. I matted this one. This is the one that I took 100,000 steps in. But before I matted it, and definitely now, but before I matted it, there's like almost no creasing, right? Yeah, there's almost no creasing. I was very surprised that the patent leather on the Jordan 1 hardly creased at all, and I'll probably bring that back up in another video here soon because there's another patent Jordan 1 coming out, so I'm going to probably make another video about that to show how they didn't really crease that badly. I do have another pair of patent breads, another fresh crispy pair of my own, and then Hesper and Haley wore a pair, share a pair still. Haley doesn't really wear it anymore, but she wore those for a while as well, so I've got the wear on those that I can put in another video. But now we're here to talk about how these wore in 100,000 steps. When I went 100,000 steps in this shoe, I thought that I did something maybe not special, maybe not terribly significant, but that I did something. Like, it took me a while to do that. It was during COVID. A lot of things were locked down. I wasn't going to work. I was working from home almost all the time. There was also a long period of time where church was all remote. It was all online. We weren't going to eat lunch with my parents on Saturdays. So I wasn't really getting out of the house that much, but I would force myself to go to the mall, for example, and walk around. And it took me a while to get 100,000 steps, longer than it took Atticus. But that's where I'm a little embarrassed, because Atticus has had these shoes now for 2 weeks. He wore them every day and got over 10,000 steps every single day at school, and he wore them over the weekend at his dad's cow farm. So I told him he could wear them there as long as he didn't, go playing in the creek with them or anything like that. We're not trying to destroy them, but we want to wear them like a responsible young man would wear them. He's not a man, he's a boy. Big boy. He's a big boy.
Big boy.
Would wear them. So he did. He wore them responsibly. His watch wasn't working well over the weekend, or battery issues, whatever. One of the days last week, And one day this week he had battery issues on his phone. But every day was, I think the fewest steps he had was 9,700 on 2 days, 9,977 the other day, but all the rest were over 10,000, plus several thousand over the weekend. And that includes playing on the playground. Today he was talking about playing soccer on the playground, and he was talking about Braden, who might even be watching this video, slide tackle him, and Braden got hurt. Yet he hobbles around when he's home because his heel on his. Is your ankle hurt now too?
Nah.
That big brace thing is just for your heel?
Yeah.
Okay, but he walks like, but then he plays hard at school. But anyways, let's take a look at these. I have this pair of standard dunks. Atticus has had a pair of standard dunks, but his actually had some, what's the name of the canvas? Had some canvas. He's actually had 2 pairs of the what dunks were those? Camouflage dunks. He had his own pair a long time ago, and then he inherited his mom's pair more recently. But a lot of the toe box is canvas, so it's not gonna wear the same way. But if y'all want to, I'll get him a pair of regular dunks. If I get enough comments, we get enough likes and comments to get him another pair, and we can compare the two. How this young man in 5th grade, not 6th grade, 5th grade, destroys a pair of standard dunks that cost about $100 in his size to these that cost $135. They're not that much more money, and if they are that much more durable, they're going to be worth it, and your kids are going to need to wear these all the time. So these are suede, these are normal leather, and we know that suede is supposed to be a more durable material, so there's that. But 10,000 steps, like I said, was nothing for him. It was 2 weeks. So I guess it's no wonder these didn't crease, because I wore them only 2 weeks worth of a kit at school. But these look really good. I did put some water repellent on them. I don't normally put water repellent on my shoes because I don't really trust it on my materials long term, like how it might make them deteriorate long term, years down the road. These are going to be the trash can years down the road, so we're not going to really need to worry about that. I'd rather keep them as clean as I can now. One thing that I noticed right off the bat is that this is really soft. I don't know that I talked about this much in the last video, but it's really soft, and it's not going to crease. It's just going to wrinkle a little bit, and it's just wavy. So you can look at that either way. This is a lot more rigid. So, but this is going to stop this from creasing and getting the creases in it that people don't like looking at most of the time. But you can definitely tell that these are worn, and they're dirty around the toe. So I might try to clean these because I've got a little cleaning kit as well. But really, I can't really tell. I mean, it looks like you might have worn them twice. So we're good so far. So you're going to wear these every day. We're going to assume you get 10,000 steps a day. And then we're going for 1,000,000 steps. Bet. Good answer. Good answer. So we're going to go for 1,000,000 steps. And we're going to see what these look like at 1,000,000 steps. Now, I need to do some calculations. I might put this in the description down below. But I'm pretty sure when I did this and I calculated how long my step was, 100,000 steps was 50 miles. 50 miles is a long way, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I don't think this is 100,000. This isn't 50 miles. This is probably more like 30 or 40 miles because my legs are much longer than yours. So one step is longer distance. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So this may not be 50 miles. We'll do the calculation and see how many miles it is. I should have done it before this video. Actually, I'll just put it right here. It's this many miles for his stubby little legs because he's short. He's not really short. He's just a kid. So, but we'll be back. We're going to be back for the million steps, and this happened. 1,000,000 steps, and this happened. It's going to be like 400 miles. Like you can walk to your dad's house and back, and that's how much it would be. So, I'm impressed with these so far.
I have to go like 3 times.
How many miles is it?
Like 150.
So there and back would be 300. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we can just make you walk and do it to your dad's house next weekend, and then we'll be done. Just kidding. But no, it'll probably be like the rest of the year. I can't do this math in my head really quickly. I don't know why I'm going to sit here doing like this. Like, just pause the video. How about that? All right, I stopped being stupid. We just paused the video, and actually, Atticus messed it up a little bit. I'm going to have to put these two videos together. Thanks. No, that's all right. It's going to take 20 weeks total. We've already been 2, so it's going to be 18 more weeks for these shoes to have a million steps in them. I didn't go through the process of figuring out how many miles either 100,000 or a million are, but we'll figure that out, and it'll be in that video. And if he continues at this rate, if he wears these every day, which you like these shoes, right? Mm-hmm. Has anybody commented on them?
Yeah.
Oh man, them kicks are nice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Most of the guys at Atticus' school that wear nice shoes wear Jordans, and they may not really care about SB Dunks. You think that's true?
No, I don't think they know their SBs.
Okay. Well, and Atticus has worn a lot of Jordans that they like too. But anyways, it's going to be December when he's going to have a million steps. And December is when I released this video a few years ago that has like 60,000 views. And so obviously that coincided with this particular shoe releasing. I got some breaks on, I mean, the 60,000 was a good video for me, and I got some breaks on it. People, some other YouTube streamers that ended up sharing the video because they saw it when they were live. So this one might not do anything like that, but we're going to release it in December. It'll be 1 million steps, and this happened to the SB Dunks. Even if like something rips, you got to keep going. You got to get 1 million steps.
Bet.
Bet. All right. Well, thanks for being here. Tell your grandma about the 50,000 steps with the SB Dunks and this happened video. Smash that like button. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see y'all next time.
You're so pretty.
Say bye.
Shoes.
Shoes. And I like shoes.
Fire! It's so cute.